Jaguars. With that, let's send you upstate to Everbank Field in Jacksonville. We're standing by our two men who will call the action. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First and 10. Here's Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
On play action, Mariota. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
That's the type of play there that puts a defense in a stress. Marcus Mariota on the run. You don't know whether he's going to take it downfield or throw the footballs we just saw there. And boy, was he accurate with that one.
And, you know, the Oregon coaches offered him a scholarship without ever seeing him start a game because they saw him in camp. They saw plays like that. Offered him.
He didn't start very much in high school, but he started a lot once he got to Oregon.
It's a big play on third down for the Titans. And even 40 yards. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. And this Jacksonville Jaguar defense, Charles, they have a lot riding on the youngster Jalen Ramsey.
As you well know, he was my #1 player.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now look at the starting unit, and here's to you, Mr. Robinson.
Oh, I like that one. Allen Robinson, I love coming out of Penn State. Everyone kept telling me he's not fast enough, and I kept pointing to the film and saying yes, but he catches everything. He's definitely a threat.
Struggles to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And it's possible that today the most important group could be the linebackers.
Yeah, the second level, as we like to call them, right? Defensive front has to control things, but the linebackers, they do more than clean up. They help create big plays.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Taken in at the 11. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and out.
Have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On second down, here's Bortles. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a cut. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. 24 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
The defense won that play so fast, and I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Fielded just inside the 20. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
will be caught just inside the 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They come out here in the eye. And Bortles going to sneak it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Blake Bortles scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big play there out of the running game. 35 yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. First down, Mariota escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Mariota on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. 12 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Tennessee first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing, Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Boswell's kick is good. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we send you a couple hours south to Orlando, let's check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough job to contain them.
Throwing now is Bortles. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's Brad Nortman now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. One receiver left, two to the right. On third down, Mariota sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target. And that brings up 4th down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back near his goal line. Here's Bortles. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. 96 yards. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, Parker.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he's got his man on the out route. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Titans are going to have a first.
That was a nice completion on an out route. And those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out here in the eye. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to him back.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. Mariota to throw it this time. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So the D-line's going to spread out. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Another pistol look here. Now Bortles again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
There's a complete to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Bortles will keep it. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
There may be a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now this time Bortles will throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And this will be taken at the 13. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out come the Titans now. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help the defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. 15 yards on the pick out there. And that'll be good for a Tennessee first. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Titans a first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy is going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Now Mariota, flush to his right. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They run with a fullback Smith, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. And now here's a carry heading left. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And down inside the 15 he goes. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. From the red zone now, Mariota. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Sharp from 13 yards out. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
And the defense lines up looking for one final stop.
And they will be playing for the pass in this situation, not expecting any type of a run.
From the gun on third down, Bortles. But he's got it to Hearns. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He's back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use it.
And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take